How's it going, RGL? I'm your host, Philosoraptor42, for the next game. And we're playing Phasmophobia, and we're just going to do a little bit of casual stuff. This was what we're going to do today. There's not a run per se here. We're going to do some stuff. So the Halloween update just dropped a couple days ago. I haven't touched it yet. Thank you, Rotorstorm. Appreciate that. So I've got 2 hours. We're gonna use it. I'm gonna try and do a bunch of different little cool things. We're gonna do the Halloween event, show that off. I'm gonna try if there's time to like find the ghost during this every time, but some of these it may not be really conducive, especially with time, because a lot of the maps have this thing, and you have to basically just go in, get a recipe from the pumpkin, get all the recipes, then go to the campsite and make the mix the ingredients to make the cauldron. So, or to make the thing happen in the cauldron. So we're gonna do that. What I'm gonna start with though, is about a little less than a year ago, they added a thing to the game where they do a weekly challenge. And I haven't done the weekly challenge yet because I wanted to do it with y'all. And so what we're going to do then is I'm going to come over here to the challenge mode. And I'll go ahead and I guess start the timer. We'll get this going so people aren't waiting on me more. Maybe. Oh, I must not have global. Hello? Hang on a second. Did this die too? Oh. I think I blew my USB stack, which is why I don't have a webcam right now. That's annoying. I'll just do that for now, I guess. All right. Which is, I'm glad my mic still works, at least. I think I overloaded my USB stack, and which is why my web camera is not working right now, because I had a really cool like ghost camera filter I was going to use, or to make me turn me into a ghost, and it was going to be cool. I do it on stream though, on my own channel, when I play this, so you can see it there if you want. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the timer so we get our 2 hours going. And so here's the challenge mode. It's called Technophilia. It says they've thrown out all the prehistoric items, and this contract is all about technology. And I have to find the ghost correctly 3 times in the Bleasdale farmhouse map. So we'll apply that challenge mode. We will grab Bleasdale farmhouse, and since it's one of the maps so any map with a pumpkin on it has a recipe. Except for Maple Lodge. Maple Lodge might also, maybe. But it also has the cauldron. So while we're in Bleasdale doing this, we'll go ahead and just get the recipe. Might as well. And what the great thing about challenge mode is that they provide you the items you're allowed to use. So I don't have to bring my own items. So even if I die or something, I don't lose my items, which is a really nice part of the challenge mode. And I found it was a very good way to learn on, especially on an easier one. This one shouldn't be too bad. Bleasdale's not a hard map, and we should be getting a pretty good spread of items here, since it's technology based. So for those of you unfamiliar with this game, it is a game, it's sort of like a logic puzzle kind of game, really, but what you're trying to do is you're trying to use the items on the wall here in this truck to identify the ghost in the house. And that's it. You investigate, you figure out what type of ghost you have. Here we go. There's 24 of them, and each of them has 3 types of evidence that they can give to you. And for example, like if I have spirit box and freezing temps and ultraviolet, it's the mimic. But also if it has that is what it is. It's the mimic. But mimics also have ghost orbs that are fake evidence. I'll kind of explain more about some of these later. Each of the ghosts has, like I said, displays various types of evidence. We're going to take the flashlight. We're going to take, God, I wish I had the tier 1 thermometer. The thermometer and probably the EMF reader is our first items. And we have our sanity monitor, we have our activity board. We see the breaker on the map. It's the little battery symbol here in the bottom right corner of the map, which is good because it's right at the front door. I like when the breaker's there. Is my screen frozen? Oh shoot, sorry. Let me see if I can fix that for you. Why is it frozen? The timer's not frozen. Let's see, feed. Yikes. It's because something's goofy with it. I'm gonna have to redo this real quick, just a second. I'm gonna be doing this on the fly here. Window capture. That's weird. It's like, you know, I'll try a game capture. Maybe that'll work. I'm sorry. This sucks that. Let me pause the timer. I want to like not have this count against me a little bit here. See if I can game capture this. Specific window. Okay, weird. Phasmo. There we go, this should work. Okay. I think I have it. There we go. There you go. We good? Thank you for mentioning that. Okay, so items are on the truck wall here. All sorts of different items. I picked up a flashlight, I picked up a thermometer, and I picked up an EMF reader. There are 3 tiers to every item. It looks like we've got tier 3 of everything we've got, which is interesting. Actually, it means I'm going to pick up the night vision goggles because I never get to use these because I haven't got them yet. So this is the farmhouse right here. All right, I'll restart the timer. Sorry. Boom. Okay. We're going to go into the farmhouse. I'm going to turn on my flashlight. The breaker's over here. Looks like we have a hiding spot. Maybe that's a hiding spot. So we're gonna turn on the breaker. And my game froze. There we go. Let's go find the ghost. We're gonna do that. See if we can get it with a thermometer. Oh, is it? It's right here? Are you serious? No, it can't be right here. Is it in here? It might just be cold because I just turned on the breaker. So that's another thing. So the house, like if it's cold outside and the breaker's off in the house, then the house will be cold until it warms up a little bit from the breaker being on. And lights on helps too, because you notice like every room I go into, it's like 10 degrees or so, and that's because it was kind of cold outside. This is why I actually like why I think the tier 1 thermometer is actually the best thermometer. Because it's just a regular old mercury thermometer, and you can watch the bar of mercury go up and down as you're entering rooms. Oh, do we have tarot cards? Hello. We have tarot cards. That could be fun. I don't think it's in here. Until I start seeing something below 5, I'm not convinced the ghost is in the room. Guess I'll check over here first. Could look for some EMF too, in case its ghost is doing stuff. You in here? You taking a crap? No? Okay. I didn't turn this on. I don't know if this starts on or not, so we'll check here. Well, it looks like it's not here. Maybe it does start on. Maybe it's just when the breaker's on, it's on. Maybe it's one of those things. Do we have hiding here just in case I need it? No. Okay. Lame. So the ghost, so I'll start kind of explaining stuff. The ghost, you have 100% sanity, and only one of the ghosts can actually come after you when you have sanity that high. And so at the beginning, you're pretty safe to just wander around and look. But as you're in dark rooms, and as the ghost does things to you or around you and stuff like that, you'll start losing sanity. And then once your sanity gets lower, the ghost can start attacking you. And obviously you don't want to get caught. The ghost will chase you. If you get caught, it will kill you and the game's over. Is it just up here in the hall? No, probably not. Are you in this bathroom taking a poop? You are not. Okay. God, don't be an attic ghost. I hate attic ghost. You in here? You doing your laundry? No? Okay. Probably not. I haven't heard it do anything yet. It's not in here. I don't know if we have more than one cursed item. Usually there isn't in challenges, if there are any. Are you in this bedroom? Oops, I accidentally turned that off. Those don't seem to be in here either. Good God, it's starting to look like a dang attic ghost. So we got a couple more rooms to check before we have to go up there. You in here? Doing some business. Nope. Please just be in here. Unless it moved and I missed it. Because it moved. It must be up here. Are you up here? It's up here. Wonderful. This is where it is. We got 1 degree. And I have... Oh, we have -4. So... freezing temperatures is an evidence. And we did see -4. Or -0.4. Rather. -1.1. So freezing temperatures is an evidence. We can mark that. So that reduces it down to these ghosts here now. What's a little scary is the demon's still one of them, and the demon's the one that can hunt you no matter what sandy you're at. It hasn't yet, but sometimes the demon's lazy and doesn't want to do it right away. The breaker can also sometimes be up here at this back wall. Or it's at the one of the 2 walls. I think it's this one over here that I'm looking at now, but it could be the other one. I don't remember right now. But the ghost is definitely up here. We've got our freezing temps. I'm gonna go ahead and go get more stuff to look for evidence with. And I'm probably gonna go ahead... Actually, I'll probably just leave this by the front door. Leave my flashlight by the front door in case it turns... Ghost can turn off the breaker, by the way, unless it's a ghost called the Djinn, which the Djinn is still in play. The Djinn cannot turn off the breaker, but every other ghost can. Which would be annoying. Let's see what else we want to bring then. What do we got for objectives? We could do these too, but they don't really we're just trying to get the ghost and get out, kind of, so it doesn't really matter as much. So a photo of the ghost would kind of be annoying. Repel it while it's chasing. We're going to try and not get a hunt, really. And then EMF. Well, I left the EMF reader upstairs, so we'll see. Maybe it'll... and I think I had it... I think I left it on also, so if the ghost does something. The ghost is... Wait, hello. Look at that. All right. So this is the thing. This is why the activity meter is cool. So the ghost did something, and it went up to EMF level 5, or strength level 5. This doesn't necessarily 100% mean it, but because I wasn't in the house when this happened, that means it's likely EMF 5 as evidence. Because a 4 or a 5 jump is EMF 5. And there's another 4 jump, and we're still here in the truck. So this is likely an EMF 5 ghost. I'm going to bring the dots projector. I'm going to bring... You know what? I'm gonna bring the UV light. Oh, there's no salt. Never mind. That's annoying. It's not gonna... It's in the attic. It's not gonna touch anything. So if it's UV, we're kind of screwed because we don't have salt. What's my sanity look like? Still 95%. That's good. We'll bring the spirit box and we'll bring the video camera, I suppose. Oops, I didn't want to put it back on the wall. I wanted to put it on the tripod. All right. So the video camera will allow you to see ghost orbs when it's when the lights are off and it's in night vision mode. And So that's why I'm bringing it, to see if we got orbs. If it is EMF 5 though, we don't have to worry about the Mimic, because the Mimic doesn't do EMF 5. Oh wait, yeah, that's right, the light's way down here. This is the annoying part of the dang attic. There we go. See if we've got orbs up here anywhere. Not seeing them yet. They turned on a radio. There's a radio up here? I don't see orbs though. So probably don't have ghost orbs. I'm gonna go ahead, since I don't have my flashlight, I'm just gonna use my night vision goggles. Alright. Where do I want to put this that I might think is most effective for this attic? This is the annoying thing. The DOTS projector is better if you like mount it to a wall or something. Maybe right here. Alright, and since the light's off, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. So this is where I get to talk to the ghost a little bit and see if it'll respond. Are you here? Are you here? Oh, I don't think hang on. I think this doesn't see it. Are you here? Am I getting it? There we go. Okay. I can't, the night vision goggles don't see red, so I couldn't tell if this was working or not. Are you close? Are you here? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you here? Where are you? Oh, it's a ghost event. Check that out. Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? I don't think it's spirit box. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? It's not responding. I don't think it's spirit box. So the DOTS projector, what is cool about this is if the ghost triggers this evidence, we'll actually see if the ghost walks through here and gets triggered into the DOTS ghosty mode, we'll actually see an outline of the ghost walking through this green field. And that's how we know if we have a DOTS ghost or not. I might have to go get another projector and put it somewhere else in here just to make sure we get coverage. Because right now we just have freezing and potentially EMF 5. We just got an EMF reading briefly. I just heard the EMF reader beep for a second. Ghost event. Ah, it touched me. So that breath thingy, it touched me. EMF 4 means wow, that's two of them. Okay, it's not an Oni. It did an airball ghost event. We're gonna go ahead then and turn the light back on. Wait, is it hunting? It's hunting, I think. It's hunting. Oh shit. I don't have incense or anything. It's a phantom. Shit. It's gonna get me. I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. It's a phantom. Oh, it's not a phantom. What is it? Shit. It was fast, I think. Oh, shit. It's either a Jinn or a twin. I think it's a Jinn. If we get it right, though. Hey, Toad, thanks for the raid. I think it might have been a Jinn. It came at me pretty fast. Yeah, I was right. Okay. So the good news about the challenge mode is as long as I get the ghost right, it doesn't matter if I die or not, we get one, we still get credit for it towards the event. Yeah, I did not expect it to hunt already. So Jinns also have the ability to drain your sanity just on their own. They can basically just use an ability and drain your sanity. And it probably did that to me a whole bunch and I didn't notice. Because I hadn't seen my sanity meter since we left the truck. Hang on, I want to see where my sanity was at. I lost 72% sanity. Yeah, it used the heck out of that ability. That's why it hunted me. I was not prepared for it to be that, or for it to hunt then. So we got the ghost right, which is good. That means we've got one down. If I go back in here, you'll see we have 1 of 3 now. So we're going to do it again. I have to do this 3 times in order to finish the challenge. And I was pretty sure it was a djinn, because what also the djinn does, if it's far away from you and it can see you, it moves very fast up to you and then goes back to its normal speed when it's close to you. And because it kind of ramped up at me after it came down the stairs, I was pretty sure it was a djinn. I was kind of on the fence about twins, but I didn't think it was fast the whole time when I thought about it. So we're going to take flashlight again, thermo, and EMF. Take the key. I wish I had the tier 1 thermo and the tier 1 ultraviolet, but it is what it is. Now, please, Ghost, be in it. I didn't look and see where the breaker was this time. Oh, no, it's not over here still. That means either it's all the way in the back over here, or it's in the attic. I'm just gonna go hit the breaker before I even start really looking for the ghost. Is it here? It's here. Okay, good. Okay. I hate when it's in the attic. Do we have a... Nope, we do not have hiding here. Okay. Let's go ahead and just see if the ghost is in here for some reason. Nah, it's not. Okay. In here? Nope. You taking a poop? Nope. At least not in this bathroom. You in the kitchen making a snack? Nope. You in the dining room? With your cold beer here? Probably not a cold beer, probably because it's been sitting there for a while. Okay, so it's not in this room at all. Did I just hear it? You in here? No. You in here? I'm gonna say probably not, because it might just be colder because the front door is open right here. Maybe this room. We got tarot. Okay, so it looks like tarot cards all the time. I need to find a good hiding space, though. I don't think we have it behind the stairs this time. I'm not gonna do tarot right away, though. Okay, so not in here, right? Yeah, okay, it's upstairs somewhere. Let me another attic ghost, please. Oh, wait, hold up. You in the hallway? Hello? This is a little bit low temperature, but not low enough. But let me see if you're, here doing your laundry. Nope. This is interesting. Is it here in the hallway? The temperature is low, but it's not. You usually get below 5 when the ghost is really definitely there. It touched a door. What did you touch a door at? Where did you touch a door at? I heard it. I heard the door touch. Where did you do it? You touched this door. I did not. Did I not check this bathroom? I didn't check this bathroom. But you're not in this bathroom. So it is in the hallway. It just touched that door. I'm curious, though. I mean, it's I don't like it. I don't. Wait, what? All right. So we're gonna get some more stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and get more night vision goggles. We're gonna get, what are the objectives just in case? Prevent hunt with a crucifix. I don't have a crucifix, so never mind. Lower sanity, below 25% sanity, and escape a hunt. all dumb shit. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna grab the UV light because it's touching doors, the spirit box, and dots. So far we don't have any evidence. It's being kind of an annoying ghost this time. I need to find that pumpkin. Where is that pumpkin at? I did not see it anywhere. So I need to find that before I leave here so I don't have to come back. Too late for me to get any fingerprints off of that door unless it touched it again. I'm still not super convinced it's here in the hall though. I don't have any of my really good detection stuff except for because it's all over here. Alright, let's see what you're saying now. 8 points. This is so weird. It's not another attic ghost, is it? So this is the other bedroom. Look in here. That's definitely not it. You're not in the fucking attic again, are you? Sorry, I don't mean to cuss, but it's not in the attic. Good. Is the dang pumpkin up here and I didn't notice? It's so big up here. I don't see it up here either. So I have to keep lights off when I'm not in rooms if I can help it, like unless I'm in, there's some rooms I'll actually keep lights on in because of how frequently I'm in them, but if you turn on too many lights you'll pop the breaker. And it was done in, I guess originally as some sort of like fail safe because of like how the game worked, or if you turned on too many lights it would like freak out. I guess it's just got to be here in the hall, but it's not getting cold enough for me to believe it's in the hall. It's the only place I'm getting anything below 20, pretty much. And this is Celsius if you couldn't tell on the screen there. So 20 is like a lot. It's like in the 70s, I think, in Fahrenheit. I guess it's just here in the hallway somewhere. But it's being kind of quiet. It touched the door that one time I was up here, but I haven't really heard it do anything else. We saw it flash the lights a little bit. That's not really going to tell us anything. I guess I'll just put a dots projector right here for now and see if it walks through here. We already know it touched this door once, so it might come walking through this hallway. If this is its ghost room. I guess let's try spirit boxing it. Are you here? Where are you? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Where are you? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you... Oh, this light's on. Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you grandma? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Well, if it's in this hall, not sure about the spirit box. I have everything. I've used everything that I have on me. This ghost is getting annoying. What the heck? Do something. Why am I getting the lame ghosts right now? That Jin actually was pretty dope. But why am I getting the lame ghost now? That like isn't really doing anything. The downstairs in the foyer, maybe? I mean, maybe? I want to see something. How hot is, or how cold is it outside? It's 15 degrees outside. Like, it might be here too, but like I'm not getting cold enough stuff. I mean, unless the foyer and the stairs are like all one thing. I'm actually not sure about that. I don't play Bleasdale super often, so... Oh, here we go. Finally, 4 degrees. Okay. We just got freezing breath. Not freezing breath, but cold breath. Used to be, before this the latest, well, not the Halloween update, but the update before the Halloween update, breath meant freezing temperatures, so you didn't even have to realize. If you walked into a room and you started seeing your breath, that was freezing temperatures. But they fixed it, so now if it's cold enough to where you would see your breath normally in real life, then you start seeing your breath. Come on, ghost! What the heck? All right, let's look. Let's see if we got orbs. I'm gonna go get some more stuff. I want to see if we can figure out where this thing is. The ghost did kind of go on vacation. I don't like it. It might be a shade, and it's kind of like staying away from me. I've lost 15-ish% sanity, so it's not draining super fast. That's probably more or less from being in the dark. Okay, so I'm gonna bring in the video camera. I'm probably not gonna bring in the tripod this time. We're gonna bring in a couple of motion sensors, I think. And we're gonna see if the ghost starts walking by stuff. We're gonna see if we see orbs here in the hall. So far, nothing. If it's like more over here. Okay, I'm not seeing orbs. Okay. Guess we don't have ghost orbs. Jeez, what the heck is this even? What evidence is this thing? It hasn't shown us anything. I'm gonna put it right here. And then I'm gonna put one like over here. And see if the ghost walks by any of these. Because I'm getting my cold breath. We touched that door, finally! We have something. Alright, do we have we have ultraviolet, check it out. Alright, fingerprints. We have an evidence. And it's not a demon unless it's lazy. Oh, is that EMF? That's EMF 5 also. 2 in a row. Alright, EMF 5 and ultraviolet. So Jin, Goryo, Obake, and Myling. Dude, if it's an Obake, that could be interesting. Let me recharge the fingerprint. So it definitely touched this door. Oh, it walked by this motion sensor. I don't know which way it went, but it walked by that one. So the last evidence is probably not dots. But it still could be, I guess. We don't need the UV light anymore. We know it's UV. Well, if it touches more doors, I'll probably want to check it, because Obake's... One of the things that Obake will do as like a special ability is it can leave a 6-finger fingerprint on a door. This one was not. This one was 5. So, but it can do that also. It only has like a % chance to do a 6-fingered one. So it's chilling in this hallway. Let me see if we've got freezing temps potentially. No. It's been way too warm for that. Although it seems like it's not, the cold breath isn't happening anymore, and I'm getting warmer temperatures here. What are you doing? What is this ghost? So it's not a... What did it just do? I just heard the EMF reader go off. So let me see what we have here. Jin, Goryo, Myling. Okay, so... It hasn't turned off the breaker. I don't know if we've got another Jin or not. But it hasn't turned off the breaker. I'm going to think we don't have another Jin. I'm going to go check my sanity real quick. I actually wonder if the pumpkin might be on the outside of the house. I'm going to go look real quick. Because I haven't seen it in the house. Unless I just missed it and wasn't paying attention. You got pumpkins out here, but it's not the pumpkin. Okay, so that's the front of the house. I think this is the door into the back room. This is the door, yeah, well, it was the wrong door. I meant the door in here. I don't remember looking in here with the breaker room to see if it was, to see if pumpkin was there or not. Where? Oh, wow. I wish I had paid more I did watch a video of what happens here. Alright. I did watch a video of what this event does, so I know what it does, but I wasn't paying enough attention to see where every pumpkin is in the map. Unfortunately. It threw this cup. Interesting. Okay, what do we got? You have another door touch? No? It just turned off the breaker. What a jerk. I'm gonna go ahead and get the flashlight again. So we know now it's not a Jinn because it turned the breaker off. So we have that little nugget of info. God, where would they hide that stupid pumpkin in this house? Like, it shouldn't be that hidden. Touch something in here? No. I mean, kind of, right? Like, weird. Wait, is it in here now? I just saw my breath. It's in here now. Interesting. That's actually better. I don't know what it did that the EMF is picking up, but supposedly is in here now. So that's way better than being in the hallway. Yeah, 2 degrees. 3 degrees. Okay. Probably not freezing. But this room's smaller, so the dots projector will do a better job in it. If there is dots. Let me see, actually. Let me see, because, like... Okay, so, yeah. Oh, right. Okay, so this is actually pretty cool. If it's a Goryo... Actually, if it's a... It can't be a Goryo. It changes rooms. So this isn't gonna work. But... The Goryos... So normally, like, when like I was telling you with the dots projector, the ghost triggers the dots ghost mode while it's walking through the green field. You'll see a green outline of the ghost walking through it. The Goryo, however, you can only see it through a video camera. So, like, if this was a Goryo, which it can't be because Goryos can't change rooms, if it triggered dots, we'd only see it in the video camera and not in the actual game screen below the camera, which is pretty cool. But let me see if there's orbs in here though, just in case. I don't see them. Okay. Want to be sure. So what are we? So I'm gonna do spirit box in here now too. Are you here? Where are you? Where are you? Are you here? Are you here? Are you close? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? So what I'm looking for is, so where it says response, when they light up red, that means the game understood what I was asking it. And that the ghost did not respond to me. Or could not respond to me, depending. And it would turn white and you'd hear a response if it could talk. So what other... So, oh, there's no books there weren't any books in there. That's annoying. It just touched the door. Let's see if we got an Obake fingerprint. Not yet. All right. Annoying, but what are you gonna do? Did you give him a 5 again too? How about that? So writing is a Myling. Freezing, and then we know it's not Jin. Freezing would mean that. We know it's not a Goryo because it moved. Orbs is an Obake. So it's probably a Myling, just by the process of elimination. What did it do? It didn't touch the door. Did you do something through the wall? Did it throw the... Maybe it threw this toilet paper. It might have done that. So by the process of elimination, though, because we know it's not a Goryo because it moved to a different room. It's probably not an Obake because we haven't seen any orbs. So Myling seems most likely. So I'm gonna go with that and just try and get the next one going. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't want to spend too much time doing this without being able to show y'all anything else. I mean, one way I could potentially maybe tell it's a Myling, I could take the parabolic microphone in and see if it whispers at me a lot. We're down to 60% sanity. Any of these late hunters or early hunters? Not really. All right, I'm just gonna go with Myling and see. And I'm gonna, while this is loading out, I'm gonna see if I can find the Bleasdale.
There's some jobs ready for you.
It was a Myling. Excellent. Process of elimination that time because we don't have a book. Oh, right. That's not what I'm looking for. All right. So where is the Bleasdale one? It is actually in the attic. Okay. I just didn't see it. All right, back to the last one, hopefully. And hopefully not as annoying of a ghost to find.
We've arrived.
All right.
The equipment and get set up before investigating.
So I'll take the flashlight, that and that.
Nothing to report. It looks like whoever was here.
And what I'm going to do is walk around. Oh, shoot. Where's the... I always forget to do this. Because, like, a lot of the times I play on difficulties where you can't find the breaker. Oh, it's actually in the attic. That's actually good because I need to go to the attic and get the dang recipe anyway. So the one time I'm glad the breaker's in the attic. Oops. So I'm running with the EMF reader on in case the ghost does something while I'm moving around here. Then I can see it right away and try and figure out where it is. So okay, there's the breaker. It's over here? Yeah, here it is. Okay. Am I supposed to... Where's my... Come on. How do I get this? It should be E, right? To pick shit up? How do I pick up the... Oh, you know what? I probably don't have room for it. I probably have to get rid of an item. Let me turn on the breaker. Let me drop the EMF reader and see if that's what it is. It is a Jar of Mind XL. And you know what? I have to actually bring this back to the truck. I hate leaving my EMF here. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. I'm going to see if it... I'll make sure it's not up here. Okay, it's not up here. I'll probably just leave that EMF. I should have another EMF somewhere. Or not somewhere, but in the truck. I should have another EMF in the truck. I have to bring the recipe back with me in order for it to count. So I'm going to go back to the truck real quick. And I'm just going to drop the recipe off in the truck. And so now we've got Bleasdale done. All right. I'm going to grab... Yep, we have one more EMF reader, so I'm going to grab that. I don't know where a lot of the hiding in this house is, and that's a little unfortunate. Let's see what the temp is right here in the hallway. That's a little low. Is it down here? Is it following me and it just was down here for a minute? I just heard it throw something. Where did you throw something? Are you in the kitchen? Where did you throw something? I heard it. You up here? No. That foyer hall, the foyer down here is pretty cold. Not cold enough though. Are you in here? No. This is weird. This is really cold. I guarantee you it's not really cold. It's not cold enough to be the ghost room. And it's definitely colder than outside, so it's not the outside air temperature doing this. It's definitely the ghost doing this. But, so the ghost will lower the temperature of a room it happens to be in, even if it's not the ghost room. I almost wonder if I just, like, stand here if I'll get an EMF 2 or something. That's just not cold enough to be the ghost room, I don't think, but I heard it throw something pretty close. I don't see anything that looks like it's been thrown. Not in this room. Not in the kitchen. I tried to throw something again, but it sounded far away. Six degrees, that's a little better. I'm not getting the cold breath, though. Now that I'm up here, it's back up to 20. We know it's not in the attic because we checked. Not in here. So, oh, do they change? This may not be this one. Either they fixed the nursery thing so that you can't use it as a hiding spot, or that's not the right one. I forget. Or I'm thinking of the other house. I might be thinking of the other house. So there's two farmhouses. And I might be thinking of the other one. Okay, not in here. It almost has to be down there then, huh? Not in here. It's not in this hallway, right? No. This is annoying. What the hell, Ghost? I hear you throwing things, but I don't see what you're throwing. It's here. It's in the foyer. Okay. There's the breath. That actually makes it easy because then we can just come right out and get stuff. All right. These ghosts are not like they're like too chill, and they're not giving me much to work with. I don't have salt. Yeah, there's no books. That's annoying. Okay, dots, and I'll take a video camera, and I guess a spirit box. The fact that I don't have salt is gonna make ultraviolet kind of annoying unless it decides to touch the door into the room on the left. Alright, so I'm gonna put this, I guess, here. It'd be nice if we had a dots ghost for once. You could see it. Well, let's do a little bit of spirit boxing, shall we? Or yeah, well, let's do this first. See if we got orbs anywhere. With dots, it makes it a little hard to tell, I think. Sometimes. What'd you just do? What'd you do, Ghost? Did something over here. Through this beer can. Okay. Put through that can. Cool deal. You didn't give us EMF 5 though. Let me check the temperature some more. Okay, we're at 2. Lower? No. 1. Do we get us a freezing? Another 1. 0.1. 0.5. I don't think we're getting freezing. Probably have seen it by now. 0.7. I saw a point. There's 0. I need negatives. I mean, 0 technically is freezing. But I like to see a negative number. I'm not sure I'm happy with a 0. I'm not seeing a negative. Oh, there we go. We got freezing. All right, so that's an evidence. Where are you, Ghost? Where is it? Where are you? Oh, there it is. It's right there. Isn't that cool? There's the ghost. All right, that event, well, hang on, so we got freezing. So a shade is likely to do events like that, where you don't actually see the ghost and you just see a shadow. So we gotta keep that in mind. And the way it's acting kind of makes me think shade anyway. What are the shade's evidences? Let's look. Doing another ghost event. Oh, it broke the lights. What a turd. Alright, so the shade's evidences are EMF 5, of course the freaking book, and temps. We had EMF 4 because it manifested. It's not, I haven't seen it touch a door yet. That's sort of annoying too. I'm not seeing orbs still. But it is acting kind of very, well, it did stuff in the room with me. So it's maybe not a shade, actually. Shades tend to not want to do stuff while you're in the room. Let me try Spirit Box. I haven't actually done that yet. Are you here? Where are you? Where are you? Are you here? Are you here? Where are you? Where are you? Are you here? Where is it? Ghost evented me? Oh no, it hunted. Holy crap. I was not ready for that. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna go with, it's not a shade. Okay, I'm gonna go with, I guess I'm not going with anything because I couldn't think of it in time. I was trying to think of how, it was another Jinn. What the heck?
There's some jobs ready for you.
Alright, so we have to do one more, unfortunately. Because I didn't, we did actually, it still counted though because I dropped the recipe off in the truck. Interesting. It counted me as doing that one. So Seba, the ghost can just mess with the lights sometimes. It just depends.
The ghost here seems to be linked to a curse.
Sometimes the ghost will just flash the lights and nothing will happen.
Investigation.
And because it blew out the light in its room, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell. Usually, because like if a ghost event happens, the light usually will go out immediately. And if it hunts, it won't. So, oh gosh, where is the dang? I don't want to have to go searching. I just want to know where the breaker is. I keep forgetting to do that. The breaker is in the attic again, which is now annoying because I don't want to go up there. I only wanted to go up there the first time because I needed to go get the pumpkin anyway. Okay, it's not here in the hall. I heard it throw something though, just now. If it's in the attic, I probably should start getting temperature now. It's not in the attic. I'm glad it's not in the attic, although it could always move here and make my life miserable. Alright, let's start looking for the ghost now that I have the breaker on. Okay, it's not in here. I'm just gonna check these rooms first. This door is open, so maybe in here. But this door can just be open anyway. Nope, not in here. Okay. You in the bathroom? You taking a poopy? Sounded like you just touched a door. Where? Oh, wow. Wait, what? I think you just showed your ass, ghost. I'm sorry. It's in this room, I think. Yep, that's in here. Nice ghost event, homie. It's in this room. But I know what it is. So we're gonna leave. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. To be honest, Lutz, it definitely started out that way for me. But I started off doing a lot of these challenge events. Like, I kind of started really trying to play it just before these challenges started. And when the challenges started, there was one where the ghost was really slow, so it was easy to run away from when it would hunt. And so when that challenge happened, I did that. You don't once you do the 3, you can just keep doing the challenge difficulty, the challenge mode, and play it, and you can play it on whatever map you want. But so what I ended up doing was I ended up just playing that over and over and over again to get used to hunts, because hunts were the scariest part. And when the ghost is slow and you can basically just walk away from it and it doesn't catch you, that makes it easier to get used to the hunts. I still get a little, like, if it like hunts right next to me, and it can still startle me and stuff. So I think this is a Ure, and the reason I think it's a Ure is because there was there was 3 EMFs on the same door, and the Ure can double touch doors. So, oh, it was a Fae. Completely wrong. Why do you know?
Job's ready for you.
Well, silly me. I got Joshua. It's all right. That's what I get for thinking I know something. I should have just kept investigating.
Prepare accordingly before investigation.
The Faves are pretty cool too. It's snowing, so this is gonna triple suck. It means it's cold. It's gonna be cold everywhere. Breakers in the back room. Okay. The back room where the heater is. So I'm just gonna go straight to it. Breakers in this room right here. So maybe, I don't know, like maybe I won't try and find the ghosts to do the Halloween event and just plow through it. That way I have time, because I'm already almost at an hour, and it doesn't usually take me an hour to do 3 weeklies unless it's like kind of hard. I've just gotten some really shitty ghosts. Alright. Whoa. Oh, well, you know what? And this is what I'm talking about. Because it's snowing out, the house is cold, so every room is going to read like this, and this is why I wish I had the tier 1 thermometer to read the mercury, seeing if I walk into a room and the mercury is increasing, then the ghost is probably not here. Whereas right now I can't tell, because every room is like 8 degrees. Unless it starts doing stuff right in front of me, I'm just not gonna know where the ghost is for a while until the house heats up from the breaker being on. So it's sort of annoying. So I'm probably just gonna have to start walking around with the EMF reader and hope it does something while I'm nearby, because all the rooms are gonna be way too cold. But we had another ghost in here. Like, that's interesting. But yeah, see, like, all the rooms are under 10 degrees because it's snowing and the breaker was off. So it's hard to use the thermometer right now. All I need to do is find some hiding, like a good hiding spot. And maybe just start flipping tarot cards and see if I can get a hunt. But this, like I said, I don't play this map nearly as much, so I don't know where the hiding spots are. Wait, this is one. This is definitely one. Okay. And it's right in the room with the tarot cards. Alright. Let me turn off my flashlight. That just tanked my sanity to 0. That made it do something. That just dropped my sanity by 25, but it's already 0. Fool card, so it did nothing. The tower, I think, makes it do, like, an interaction. The devil makes it do a ghost event. Which is super annoying because that means it's in this room now. Alright. That means the ghost... So, when a ghost does a ghost event, other than the mist ball, it actually puts the ghost in the room with you. And... but the ghost then, once the ghost does the event, it will leave and go back, but to its room. But I have 0% sanity right now, so I didn't want it to just drop a hunt immediately, which is why I got out of the house. And that's the ghost event right there, by the way, so don't think EMF 5. And what I'm going to do real quick is take some sanity medication. So I also now have unlimited sprint for a while you hear that heartbeat because of the tier 3 sanity meds. But we're going to go ahead and juice back up because... So it's 30% it looks like. Because I don't want that thing hunting on top of me immediately. Alright, well, let's just do one more. Get us back up to 90, that'll be good. Hello, pick that up. Now we can just sprint until the heartbeat goes away. Alright. Hermit card, I don't remember what that does, to be honest. Death card is a hunt. Oh, fool. Death card's a hunt. But it was a fool. And 3 hermits. So it wasn't very eventful. And the one death card, I wanted to actually get the death card and hide. Because I wanted to hear it. So that's a little annoying. But it is what it is, I guess. Maybe the house is warm enough that we should start being able to use the thermometer. Yeah, we're at 13 degrees now. And here, it's probably gonna still, no, we're still good, okay. 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 All right. I don't think it's in here. Okay. I mean, there's still a couple of back rooms back there, but I find they're so rarely back there, I'm probably not gonna bother. It's not here in the foyer. Nope. 16 degrees. You're not up here in the hallway again, are you? No. Good. Are you here in the bathroom? Going poo? No. You over here in the laundry room again? No. It's like that's maybe a potential hiding spot next to the washing machine that they blocked off so you can't use it. Are you in this room? Did I leave this light on? I know I came in here. Okay, I must have. Because it's not there. We don't know if it's in the attic or not yet. Are you in here? No. Hope it's not in the attic. Are you in the last bathroom? Wait, what? It turned off the breaker just when I turned that on. You jerk. Either that or... No, I don't think I blew the breaker. I don't think. So I think when I blow the breaker, the light switches turn off. Oh, while I'm looking, or while I'm coming back here, you in this bathroom? No. You in this hallway? You're here. Okay, we know where it is. Is it this room with the breaker, or is it just that hallway? It's that hallway. Okay, so it's out here. Interesting. So here the whole time. Okay. I'll probably just start using this door then, since it's closer. Ghost found. Alright, let's go. Grab, how's my sanity? 80%, we're still good. Projectories. Camera. Spirit box. I'll come back for a UV if I find it's touching a bunch of doors. It's in a spot where it could touch like 2 doors pretty easily. So most of the time ghosts don't touch outside doors very much. I think only the Ure actually can. But ghosts can close out like these exterior doors if they hunt or if they ghost event in the room with those doors. Well, the hunt, if just, god dang it, it's again with the breaker. Oh wait, no, it wasn't the breaker. It turned the light off. Hello, we're coming back. It turned the light off in that room. And the reason I'm leaving to come back is that you can get UV off of light switches. So I'm gonna go get a UV light. I'll go ahead and get this too. And we're gonna see if the ghost left fingerprints on the light switch. If I can get back there in time. Fingerprints go away after 2 minutes. And they can go away sooner if it's an Obake. There you go, see? Fingerprint on the light switch. How about that? We have UV. Alright. Good deal. Actually, you know what? We're gonna use the camera for orbs. I don't like that this tier 3 camera gets kind of like swallowed by the night vision goggles. I'm not seeing any orbs though. Okay. Are you here? Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Are you here? Are you here? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you pizza? Are you grandma? You just triggered UV, or not UV, but EMF. You just EMF 5. Hello. Alright, cool. Those might not be Spirit Box, let's see. It's not Spirit Box, none of these ghosts are Spirit Box. Writing is a Myling again, Freezing is a Jinn, Dots is a Goryo, Ghost Orbs is an Obake. So we have the potential for this to be a Goryo, and this will be cool. Let's go into here and turn on the light here in the kitchen. It just touched the door, but I don't care. We already know UV is evidence. They probably touched this door right here. Alright, so the Goryo dots thing only will happen if we're not in the room and on camera. If it's a Goryo. This would be, I would like it to be dots, because I would like to show this off. I'm not seeing it though, so we might not have we might have another myling though. I'm not seeing dots in the camera. We're not in the room. So I mean, this doesn't mean it's not. Like the dots thing, you figure. I feel like if it was if it was dots, it should have happened by now. But it can be wonky because you're like not supposed to be in the room with it, and I don't know like if you're too close, if it still like doesn't like. It sounds like it's throwing a bunch of stuff though. Anyway, I don't think it's dots. Let me make sure it's still in here. Because if it moves, then we know it's not Goria. It is still in here. I'm still getting breath. And low temps. It's touching doors all over the place. Where the hell's... Oh, there it is. Want to see a fingerprint? Let's see a fingerprint. You just touched this door. What are you doing? Is it Nobake? Oh, wait, no. I just didn't have this on. So Nobakes can hide their fingerprints, too. Which is why at first I was thinking maybe it was Nobake. They can knock on windows, like, ghosts can knock on windows and leave fingerprints on windows, which is pretty cool too. But we don't have the six-fingered man here yet. That's a normal handprint. All right, so here's what we're looking at then. We haven't seen dots yet. I didn't see orbs from the camera. So if I don't see orbs, it's not Nobake. It's not freezing, so it's probably not a djinn. And we don't have the book to get ghost writing in this. I'll look at the temperatures a little more. But this room's been, the ghost's been in this room long enough that it should be freezing by now if it's going to freeze. But the ghost just touched another door. But let's look at it. I think it touched this door. Hello? Did you not touch this? Did you touch this door again? Oh, it touched this door again. Because the handprint changed to a different handprint. So it just touched this door again and it didn't move. Alright. It's flashing the... So here's the deal. I think it's probably another myling. That's my guess. I'm gonna go get a parabolic mic and see if it's noisy. Because mylings will whisper into the microphone a bunch. The only other way to tell is to get it to hunt. Mylings are super quiet when they move. Oh wow, we have lost some sanity though. Down to 65%, 67%. So we were at 90. And now we're back down to the 67. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna go ahead and get the parabolic microphone, and then we're gonna just all but while we have the infinite sprint. Okay, ran out of sprint. So it's picking stuff up. There you go. It already whispered at me. Just like that quick. So I think it probably is a myling, and I think I'm willing to just go for it. Just because we don't have the book, and every other piece of evidence, we didn't see. So, just by the process of elimination. And the fact that it whispered at me like immediately after I went in there with the parabolic mic. I think I'm going myling on this. Now we got... we got 2 of the 3 objectives too. And this will be done. This will make it done if I'm right. And it's another miling. We're good. Okay, so that's the end of that. We've done all 3 of the weeklies, or all 3 of the things to do the weekly. So we're gonna get a whopping 5,000 experience and money from that. Say goodbye to level 69. Rip, never forget. And I'll get level 7 or level 70, and I'll unlock the tier 3 photo camera and some money. So let's go ahead and... Yeah, I know. Never forget level 69. I'll go ahead and upgrade to the tier 3 photo camera. Okay, so now that we're done with the challenges, let's just plow through these and just get them. I'll just do it on the challenge difficulty, I guess. Just because I'm already there. I'm probably just going to do this just to show you what this looks like at the end for those who don't know. So, let's see. I know where it is in Tanglewood already, so I don't really need to look it up. Because I saw it when we were in I saw it when I was in Tanglewood during setup. Alright, so we're in Tanglewood now. The breaker's in the basement, so I'm not going to worry about the breaker. I'm just going to come in with a flashlight since we're just going in to get the recipe and leaving. So we got heavy rain. How about that? Heavy rain's kind of a pain in the ass too. It's cold. It's cold like snow, but not quite as cold. And the recipe's right here. Bowl of grins, not grains, grins, and it looks like teeth on the picture. So, just in the interest of the fact that I only have about 40 minutes left, I'm just throwing those up there for the heck of it. I don't actually have to do that. I'm not gonna bother looking for the ghost. I'll just guess and just be like, oh, maybe it's Goria. I don't know. It was a Ure.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs.
But that now means I have it in Tanglewood. And go to Edgefield. I don't know where it is in Edgefield. Looks like it's in the boys' bedroom upstairs. Okay. We have fog?
Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
Game's a little froze even though it's talking.
There have been new reports of a cursed object nearby.
Oh, maybe, no it's not, I'm just dumb. Yeah, looks like we have fog.
Take a look. You may be able to see it.
Yup. Alright. The boys' bedroom. I don't remember which one it is right away. I think it's this one, maybe? No, it's not this one. That's not it. That's bathroom. That's not it. This one, right? Is this the boys' bedroom? I don't see. Oh, yeah, it is because it's over here. Okay. Death's rot ×3. Ghost already did a little something. I'm gonna say it's a Goryo again. I don't know. Here, have fun. Oh, I can't. That's right. When you close the door, you can't drop things anymore. Here's a Thay this time. How about that?
I've got some jobs ready.
Alright, Ridgeview. And in Ridgeview, it's in the basement. Wonderful.
We've arrived. Check the equipment.
Breaker is also in the basement, so whatever.
Whoever was here must have summoned the ghost.
Should have used a sanity medicine just to be able to run a lot more. Oh yeah, that's right, you have to open it out. Is it over here? Yeah, breaker's over here. That might have been the... Yeah, okay, I thought it was. I thought I saw the back of it. Toe of Frog XL. Oh, it's not XL, it's ×1. I'm stupid. I don't know why I thought it was XL. Probably because a lot of the writing's lowercase. Toe of Frog ×1. I'm gonna guess it's a demon. Even though I doubt it because I wasn't. I doubt it because I didn't die. But it could always be a lazy demon. There's Moray.
Welcome back.
Morays are kind of fun.
Job's ready for you.
Grafton, this is the other farmhouse. I know this one a little better than Bleasdale. I do this one more often. So this one is actually outside, like I was thinking about with Bleasdale. Interesting. Yeah, exactly, Seba. It's like, oh yeah, there's fog in the trailer, and here we go again. We got fog again.
Right. Check the equipment and get
All right.
investigating.
I actually didn't even need the key because I don't even have to go inside the house. But I mean, it's got a similar feel. The layout's obviously a lot different than Bleasdale farmhouse, but it's still a farmhouse. The pumpkin's back here in with the other pumpkins. It's over there. I already see it. We've got sack of beans ×3. Left 4 Dead, yeah. I'll tell you what, like with some of my little time left once we do this, I might do something kind of crazy, and it's gonna be a hunt fiesta, and I'm probably gonna die a crap ton, and it's gonna be fun. All right. I left it on spirit. Maybe it's a spirit. That was a wraith.
Welcome back.
That'd have been fun.
Put some jobs ready for you.
All right, Willow. Willow. It's actually... It's literally right outside the truck. At Willow. Come on, game. There we go. Oh, it's snowing. I have cold breath.
Equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation.
And we're gonna guess it's a Goria. It's actually right here. Light in the dark ×1. So that's a new thing they did with the latest update prior to the Halloween one, is that when it's snowing outside, you have cold breath in the truck. They didn't use. Oh, it's a mimic.
There's some jobs ready.
Il Mimo FTW. All right. So we have these 3 left. I'll do Woodwind. It's probably gonna be the least annoying one to do next. Did Bleasdale. Woodwind. It looks like Woodwind's right outside, or right by the truck too. So that's cool. I know where it is in prison. I remember. I actually specifically remember watching the video I watched on this, and the person pointing out in prison where it was. So I remember. I know where that is. Alright, I don't... Well, it is Camp Woodwind. I'm going to go ahead and grab the flashlight anyway. Hello, where's my... There we go. Just because... It's literally right here, see it? This is literally it. Just come in here, and here we go. Eye of Bear 2 times 2. I'm gonna say this one's a phantom. I haven't been right yet, but I only have a 1 in 24 chance to be right, so it's not likely gonna happen. There's a yokai.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready
Alright.
for you.
So prison then, and then we do Maple Lodge and can get everything. I guess I have to. I wonder if I have to leave Maple Lodge and come back, or if I can just do it once I find the recipe. Because it looks like there's a recipe in Maple Lodge as well as the cauldron. If I'm looking at that right, let me look at the thing. There is actually a recipe in Maple Lodge. Alright, so there is actually a recipe in Maple Lodge. So I was right. Oh, did you? Okay, great. That's actually super helpful, thank you. I wasn't sure if I had to load out and come back or not. Alright. Okay, so in the prison, you go through this door, you go through this door, and then you go through this door and it's in here. Screaming Skull times 1. And it's good that it was just right there because the prison's actually one of the bigger maps in the game. And I don't really ever play the bigger maps by myself. I've never actually played this multiplayer, and I kind of want to. But I don't like doing the big maps by myself. So I tend to not, unless it's for the weekly. And even then, I don't really... I mean, I like playing the weekly, but at the same time, when it's in these bigger maps, it kind of feels annoying sometimes. Man, that we have an EMF 5 ghost here? I mean, I guess it could have evented. And I just wasn't near it. I don't know. I feel like it means, probably not, whatever. I don't care. If it's an EMF 5 ghost, we'll go with Goria. Why not? It was a shade, which is an EMF 5 ghost, so I was right.
Jobs ready for you.
Alright. Let's do Maple Lodge. I might... just to make this less annoying, I might make this Friendly Ghost. I don't need any rewards for it. And so what Friendly Ghost is, it means the ghost never hunts. Ever. That just make it less annoying to do this thing. Basically, Seba. It doesn't... The ghost will never hunt you no matter what your sanity's at. It'll only do events and interactions. But of course, because it never hunts you, that means you don't get rewards for it. It's definitely just a thing for, like, fun, I guess. And actually, what's cool, this will be my first time. So they reworked Maple Lodge with this update. They reworked it, though they completely redid it and redesigned it and everything. And so this will be my first time playing the new Maple Lodge map. And which sucks because now I don't know where all the Slendermen are at. So let's see if we can find Slenderman.
All right, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare us.
Or I should say where all the places he can spawn in are at. Trying to remember, there's one near the truck. I'm trying to remember where it is. There's the cauldron, that smoke, by the way. Why can't I run? Oh, oh, that's wonderful. I probably am using a difficulty I had. Wait, the flashlight doesn't work. Okay, we're loading out. This is dumb. I didn't pay much attention to what my settings were, and apparently this has no flashlight. So we're going to reload into this with better settings. And maybe it's a spirit and I'll get money. Oh, that's right, I loaded out. Never mind.
Welcome back.
So what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna go in here, we're gonna turn it into professional preset, and then add friendly ghost. And I passed it. Friendly ghost on. Explains why I couldn't see anything, hardly. And hopefully this shouldn't take me very long. And I can do a couple things before I have to leave. Yeah, I thought so too, P-Seg. It's like, if I'm just doing this to do this, and I'm not bothering to look for the ghost, why not just throw friendly ghost on so it's not annoying me by hunting me while I'm trying to do this? My initializing went from 39 to 38 to 39 again. That was pretty funny. I think I loaded into this map already. I don't know why it would take so long. Again. All right, now let's try this again. Just get the flashlight. Now the flashlight actually works. All right. So I'm trying to remember where Slender is. I've seen one spawn of him over here by the truck, and I'm trying to remember where it is. So basically, there's just some Easter eggs on this map, and one of them is that there's like, at least in the old version of the map, there was like 4 places, I think. 4 or 5 places where you could just look off the edge of the map and there would be a Slender Man standing out there. I guess I can't go. Okay, I can. So if he is, he's probably just not on this side or out here by the truck in this one, in this spawn in. Do you happen to know, P-Seg, where he's at in the in this new version? Like all the other spots. I only know there was one by the truck and I didn't see one. Alright, so where is... Yeah, I've only seen him once by the truck. And it was on a video somebody else did. Enter the camp. Head left towards the campfire and around it. Oh, okay, okay, so it's by the campfire. Easy. Okay, campfire's over here. Oh, it's this one sitting, one of these two sitting on the wall. Oh, it's right there, I see it. This one over here. So we've got Love's Blossom ×1. Okay. I'm gonna go put it in the truck so we just get credit. To make sure we get credit, I mean. I'm not a big fan of the fact that the entrance to the truck is all the way over here. I like that when the truck is like backed up to the door basically. So I don't like this part of the new layout, but the new layout itself beyond that is actually pretty sick. Oh, looks like this is a hiding spot though. Hello. Nice. All right. So let's find out where we gotta go. So the cauldron. So Toa Frog's the lobby desk. This is the lobby. Oh, the Toa Frog. Oh, that thing's the Toa Frog. This thing right here. This is the Toa Frog. Pick him up. All right. Lobby coffee table. I can get a, or can I? Okay, I can hold multiples of these. And I don't have the. I should have turned the. I should have had the generator start on. This is gonna be annoying in houses. So we're looking for the jar of mind, which is this thing. All right. I can only carry 2 things at a time since I have my flashlight. All right. So we'll just pick up things. We'll bring them back. There's jar of mind. There's the Toa Frog. All right. Staff area. I'm not sure where that is. Like, this has maps. Oh, so the next Death's Rot ×3. Head back the way you came into the staff area. Oh, that's what this is. Death's Rot. Via the door ahead. So there should be a door for the staff area. Is it this? Oh, that's, yeah. Oh, it may be this. It may actually be this area. Okay. And okay, so there should be a. Okay, so I see the flies. So it's just 3 of these. I can only carry 2 of them. I have to come back for another one. Or can I only pick up? Hello? They only let me pick up. Oh, there we go. Finally. Alright, so I only get 2 of them. I have to come back and get another one. Because I need 3 of these. Alright. 1, 2. All right. I can show off, I know at least 1 more Easter egg. Maybe some more. Wait, did that, seriously? This other Death Rot rolled all the way over here somehow? There we go. Okay. So the Death Rot is at the cabin, which is going to be, I believe this. No, that's the bathroom. The cabin. Pretty sure the cabin is still this way. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't. This is my first time in this map. I thought I could go around the. Am I hearing the ghost doing stuff? Crap. How do I totally don't know this map anymore. There is a map of the place in here, but it doesn't really, it's not a really good map. Let me go, I might have to go through the building actually now that I think about it. Yeah. And then I go this way. I think this is right. Or that's toilets. Like it said. I'm pretty sure I'm right that I have to come through here. I might just went the wrong way. Or maybe I'm not right. Maybe it's this way. I'm sorry, I'm getting lost. I think I'm right. Yep, here's the cabin. Okay. So, another Easter egg. And the breaker's here too. Well, sorry, the generator, I should say. So one of the Easter eggs is out here. And it's the Jason Voorhees mask in the lake. Hello. What is up, MIZ? This is a Halloween event thing. We got our ghosties here. I wonder if that flower is actually one of the items. It is. This flower is actually one of the items. Okay. I'll just get it since I'm right here. And the bowl of grins is in the cabin. Oh, I guess the door opens out. Hello? Or the door's locked? Where's the key to the cabin? I didn't think there was one. Oh, it's down here on the ground. Okay, my bad. Like I said, I haven't played this one, so this is all like new to me. The bowl of grins. Is that what I'm after? I think it is. Yeah. Okay, it's here in the kitchen. Oh, it's right here. Bowl of grins. All right. I hear the ghost doing stuff. I'm just gonna cut through here now that I know I can. All right. So now we've got the bowl of grins and the flower. So what's next? The screaming skull and campsite B. There's a sack of beans here. Okay. The beans are actually here somewhere. Is it talking about the bean bags? I think it is. I think the bean bags are the sacks of beans. That's hilarious. We need 3 of them. And the bear's eyes. Okay, that's at the campsite A. Okay. The campsite A, that's actually both, campsite A and B are both in through the back, or through the lobby thingy. Oh hey, those lights on now that I have the generator running. Why should Ghost be a dick and turn off the generator? Okay. So campsite A, bathroom sink. I think this is A. I hope it's A. Oh yeah, okay, so this is, I know where we're at. So this is the cauldron area right here. So this is the campsite A bathroom, I guess. Oh yeah, there's bear eyes right there. 1, 2. And cool, and the cauldron's just right here. Alright. So, 1, 2. Don't go fucking running everywhere. Hey, stop it. Stop rolling away. And this eye is rolling into the fire. Stop it. Okay. They're kind of okay now. Alright. And then the light in the dark is my flashlight. So we have everything now. Okay. Oh wait, we don't have the screaming skull. My bad. We actually don't have that yet. So this is campsite B over here. And the screaming skull is by, there's a campfire around here somewhere. And it's over there. So it says. It says there's a campfire area. Am I stupid? Oh, right here. Okay. The ghost is here. See the bottle? It's throwing the bottle. Look at that. It just threw the bottle right in front of us. The ghosts are actually right here. It threw the screaming skull because the screaming skull was on this little stump right over here. So it threw the dang skull. You stupid ghost. What's up, ant hole? Alright. I'm not gonna have time to do a whole lot after this is done, unfortunately. The weekly took a lot longer than I expected it to. Alright. I'm going to assume I don't have to throw these in any specific order. Hopefully. I'll double check. But I don't think so. Alright, so Screaming Skull. Seems like it's fine. Eyeball, please. I don't like that I can't see. Look, fine, there, eyeball. My cursor's so hard to see. Eyeball. Just to satisfy my own. God dang it. Satisfy my own OCD. I'm gonna do same things every time. Alright, flour. Bowl of teeth. Beanbag. 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 Hello, I'm stuck on that. Okay. Frog. Brain. And 3 apples. Alright, that should be everything. Yep, we got the red smoke and stuff. Did I miss something on the ground? I think I got it all. Oh, my flashlight. Derp. Flashlight. There we go. Look at that. It's a skull. Oh god, really? Recipe cards? And then the skull fades away. Eventually, I think. I don't know. Looks a little bit more faded now. But that's the Halloween thingy. So I'm gonna go ahead and head back to the truck now. We'll go ahead and use my last 10 minutes. I'll do something kind of fun. Alright, we're gonna guess that ghost... You know what? That ghost was throwing a lot of crap around. I'm just gonna say it's a poltergeist. It's probably not. But I got down to 33% sanity. Poltergeists like to throw things. And like to throw things very far. Now, I didn't show you around the lobby because they actually decorated the lobby too. But what the thing I'm gonna actually end up doing is generally gonna be pretty quick. Some things I like to do when I'm just trying to grind XP is like to do 0 sanity, 0 evidence. Oh, I was a spirit. I should have just left it alone. How did I right? Alright, so first off, for doing that, so you see the lobby's decorated pretty nicely. There's spooky little pumpkins everywhere, and over here there's a pumpkin skeleton skeleton with pumpkin head on there, and he's leading his cult, whatever. But the thing we get for doing that is the Halloween trophy up here with the cauldron and the little skull thingy. And I have the Easter trophy from earlier this year. But we get the Halloween trophy. That's what we got, which is pretty cool. And there's even some pumpkins and stuff up there on that little ledge. But considering I don't have much time left, we're gonna get right back into it. So I'm gonna put in my, oops, my bad, wrong button. My 10 times custom difficulty. And this. And go to Tanglewood, because that's the easiest one for me to do. I'm either gonna die a bunch or this is gonna be fun. Actually, either way, it's gonna be fun. But I'll probably actually be able to do a couple of these, because these only usually take about a minute or two. Because basically I'm gonna run in, turn on a couple of lights while I'm running in, and then hopefully get to the kitchen with enough lights on, and then the ghost is going to hunt me, and I'm going to loop it around the kitchen island and hopefully not die, and hopefully figure out what the ghost is, unless it's one of the like 7 that you can't figure out from a hunt. And unless I don't pay enough attention and completely miss what it is if it's one of the easy ones. Alright. Fog, fun. Right. So I grab a flashlight, an incense, and a lighter. Wow, they really juiced up the fog. I'm surprised. Alright, so I walk up, and I haul butt in here, turn on that light, and haul butt to the kitchen. I run out of sprint, turn off that, turn on that light, turn on that light. And the ghost is in the kitchen. How fun. I think it's an Oni, actually. We'll go ahead and incense it now. I don't know, it was pretty visible. I don't know. What do you think, that piece egg? I think it might be an Oni. I'm gonna go with it. A little scary there, huh, Seba? Spooky fog actually is pretty good for ambiance. I think it's an Oni. I mean, I'm gonna go Oni. It was pretty visible the whole time. If I'm right, I'll explain it. It was a spirit. I wouldn't have been able to guess a spirit from a hunt, so I'm not that mad about it. So the reason I thought maybe it was an Oni is it seemed like it was visible when it was doing its blinking way more often than it was invisible. But it may have just had some longer visibility blinks and I just kind of didn't get it. But a spirit is one of those ghosts that that one hunt, you're never going to get it. I had incensed it, so if I had stuck around, I probably would have been able to figure out it was a spirit. Because spirits after you incense them can't hunt again it's already hunting. It's fast. Hello? It's a Diogen. Hello? It's a Diogen. Get screwed, idiot. Come on. All right. We win? Okay. So the reason that was a Diogen is Diogens, when they're far away from you, are super fast. And you heard me say it was fast, and you probably heard the really fast footsteps. And then when it gets to you, it's super slow, which you saw too. And the reason they do that is because you cannot actually hide from a Diogen. The Diogen always knows where you are at all times. So in order to make it fair, the Diogen gets really slow when it's close to you. So that's a win.
I prepared some jobs for you.
And this is going to be worth a good chunk of experience. There you go, look at that. Half the experience I got from the weekly in one thing. And I'll get level 71 out of it. Alright, let's do another one. This is probably what I'll just be doing until my time's up, to be honest. Just because it's quick. I got a little nervous because it was already hunting me. And then I heard it was fast. And then all of a sudden it wasn't fast anymore. And I'm like, wait a minute. All right, I need to update this custom difficulty because there's some. Oh god, I got hung up there. Thank you, Ghost, for not hunting me right away. All right. There's a newer difficulty that gives you, I think, close to 12%. It's in here. God dang it! It's in the kitchen. Or at least it's in the utility room, and it's messing with the phone through the door. I suppose that's possible too. Or through the wall, I mean. Not the door. Ghosts can do things through the wall. There's another thing they can do. So either it's here in the kitchen with me, or it's like in the utility room, or the garage. But I thought I heard it touch a door, so maybe it's not in the kitchen. I mean, it can still touch these two outer doors right here and be in the kitchen, but none of the doors look like they've been... Oh, it is in the kitchen. It just threw that... I guess it could still be in the other room. I think that pot was up against the wall. I'm going to stand back here in case it hunts and it's in the kitchen. Because if it hunts right on top of me... Nope, it's not in the kitchen. Okay. It was messing with crap through the wall. Hello, Ghost. Not a Raiju. I don't know if I know what this is. Okay, I don't know if I know what that is. It looked pretty normal. Yeah, and then it's a Thay. Yeah, exactly. Or it's a Moroi if you have low sanity. Alright. So here's what it's not, based on that hunt. It's not a Moroi, it's not a Diogen, it's not a Thay. It's not the twins. It's not a... Oops, sorry. It's not a Hantu. It's not a Revenant. Not a Jin. And it's not a Raiju. It can be any one of the rest of these. It's probably not a yokai because it was able to keep locked onto me around the island, and I don't think the yokai can. So I might... No, I don't think so now that I think about it. I was about to say maybe a poltergeist because it started chucking some stuff when it started hunting. And it did chuck that kettle across the room in the kitchen, but now I think I don't think it was chucking a whole lot of stuff around the island. It wasn't a Myling, I heard it the whole time. I don't think it was it wasn't a Phantom also, for sure. Sorry. Definitely was not a phantom. I don't think it was an Oni either. Not an Obake, because I didn't see it shapeshift. So an Obake during a hunt can actually change its ghost model, and it's guaranteed to do it at least once per hunt. So it's still technically possible it was an Obake and it did it while it was in the other room, but I don't think it's Obake. I think we're fine about that. I'm just gonna have to guess at this point, and then this will, I guess, have to be my last one. And I'm just gonna guess. I'm gonna go out swinging. I'm gonna guess Il Mimo. It was a poltergeist! Ah, I should have just gone with it. Ah, I thought that kettle throw was pretty hard. I didn't really notice it throwing a bunch of stuff on the island though when I was looping it. Maybe I was just too concerned with looking at it. Oh man, my initial thought was even poltergeist. Oh, I'm so mad. Okay, well, let me find out if next restreamers are ready to go here. I hope y'all had fun. I've been digging this game a lot. You see, I'm level 71 in Prestige 1. Just because I play it, but I play it like in like chunks where I'll like play for a while for a day and then not play it for a week and stuff like that. If you want to follow me on Twitch, I do stream it from time to time. I don't really have a regular schedule. I do post when I go live on Twitter and Blue Sky and my Discord and Instagram. Which my Twitch page has links to a couple of those. I think my Twitter and my Instagram at the very least. So you can follow that and stuff like that. Let me see who's going here. So thank you. I'm glad you had fun, Seba. I'm glad. I was hoping people would enjoy this when I did it. So I definitely want to thank y'all for hanging out even through a couple of the little technical difficulties that we started out having. I had a lot of fun doing it, and stick around. Next is well, let me look here because I'm bad. Faith the Unholy Trinity, and it is by, I can't read this because I'm old, Nocturne Duskclaw. So stick around for that. And thanks for having me on and hanging out with me and playing a little Phasmo. I know it's not retro, but it's the only spooky game I play. So they were nice enough to allow it for me. And yeah, I'll see you around. Thank you.